Lesson number 1, never, 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 ever turn down small opportunities. You know, anytime you see a small artist that's working on some things, or a small group, or it could be a small church, you must remember that every major artist was once small. This is KC. I am back again with another exciting video. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get major gigs and how to make big money. Now, if you ever see me wearing John Deere clothing, you already know it's going to be dirty. I'm going to give you the dirty truth. I'm going to be raw, uncut, unfiltered. So if you're a real deep, spiritual, hardcore Christian, this is not the video for you. So this is exactly how it happened for me. I was a little low on cash, and I'm not going to lie. A lot of musicians know how this hustle works. I was driving down the road and I saw this little small church. And in fact, the church looked like it might have been a house that was converted over to a church. That's how small it was. Again, I'm not making fun of the church. I'm just saying it was really, really small. But I just needed to make a little extra side cash. So I saw a couple of cars in the parking lot. So I get out my car. I'm walking up the stairs and I open up the door, hoping to introduce myself to the pastor. And it was this girl. Again, this story happened before I met my wife. But this girl was fine, yo. So anyway, at this moment, I already knew, I know I need to make some money, but I'm willing to play at this church absolutely free. So I mentioned to the girl, I was like, hey, listen, my name is KC. Actually, I said it a little lower because, when you see a fine girl, you want to drop your voice down a little bit. So I was like, hey, what's up, baby? This is KC. Okay, I'm just playing. This is how it went. I was like, praise the Lord, sister. My name is KC. I'm a musician, and just wondering if you guys needed a musician to come help out on, Sundays. So she looks at me and she says, actually, no, I'm just here helping out my dad. I'm not here full time, but I do have a group that I'm in, and I'm just curious. We've been looking for a musician to help out. Maybe you could help us out. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll play for y'all. Okay. I'm just playing. I was like, praise the Lord, sister, absolutely. Whatever you need, I'm just here to serve. I would love to help you guys out. So I get to rehearsal, and it's not one girl, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four. It was like 5 fine girls in this singing group. Now, let me clarify something real quick. Let me look at this camera. Now, these girls was fine, but obviously they were not fine as my wife. Those of you who've been following me and following my videos, every so often I like to sneak in a few pictures to show off my fine wife. Okay, so while I'm at it, have y'all noticed that keyboard players marry some of the most beautiful, most sincere women on the planet? Okay, y'all comment below. Let me know, who gets the baddest chicks? Is it the keyboard players, or is it the drummers, or is it the bass players, or is it the tambourine player? I recommend you. Okay, let me get back to the story. We're rehearsing, we're going through the different songs, and we're having a good time, we're vibing. But near the end of rehearsal, one of the girls in the group was like, yeah, it sounds good, because it was just me on keyboards. They had a drummer and a bass player, but they said it would be nice if we had another keyboardist, to add different fills and strings and, just different add-on sounds. I was like, bruh, we don't need no other musicians. I got this. I'm KC. I'm holding this down. Okay. That's not how I reacted. That's what I was thinking. But so the other girl in the group, she asked one of the musicians that played at her church, would he be willing to help out? And, he was like, yeah. So the next rehearsal, this guy shows up with not one, but 2 keyboards. They were both very modern, very new. This dude was bad. Yo, this dude was playing all these nice chords. He was doing all these nice runs and riffs. Synth riffs. Man, he sounded amazing. Yeah, he was all right. I was hating. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little jealous. But let me tell y'all this. This ended up being one of the best decisions this group could have ever made, because this guy opened up so many doors of opportunity for me to play for major artists and to eventually make some big money. So after rehearsal, I'm talking to him, we're chopping it up. He's showing me a few different licks and riffs, and he tells me, hey man, would you like to hang out sometimes? So he's like, hey, I play at this church, and I actually work there during the day. And I was thinking to myself, what musician goes to a church and works during the day? Because, most musicians that I knew, they just show up on rehearsal night and on Sunday morning, and, they make their money. I go to his church on a Tuesday morning, and I get to meet all these other keyboardists that were there full time. And they had a minister music that was there full time. They had just a whole bunch of different musicians that were actually on staff. So now you guys can see where this story is going. This church was mega. They had over 20,000 members. 20,000. members. Eventually we go out for lunch, and we met a couple of other times just throughout the week, just chopping it up. Man, this guy ended up being one of my best friends. Just being straight up, I was really immature at the time, and he was a few years older than me. He was really mature. I'll go and tell you his name. His name is Mike McLemore. Man, he just a great mentor to me and just a really great friend. And eventually he introduced me to his minister of music. Well, his minister of music was a pretty good musician as well. You know, he wanted some more, modern flair, modern tricks, and, a few extra nuances. So he asked me, hey man, do you mind coming to, show me a few things? Maybe we can meet up for a couple of lessons. Bruh, do y'all not see where this story is going? I'm driving down the road one day and I pass this small church. The small church turns into an opportunity for me to play for a small group, which they end up having a concert. But during those rehearsals, I end up meeting Mike. What's crazy is I'm playing at this church at the different conventions and events, and I'm playing for the different artists. The minister of music pulls me to the side and says, yo, KC, would you mind coming on board? I ended up going through a couple of interviews and eventually got a job offer. And Mike, I don't know if I ever told you, man, thank you so much, man, for the opportunities that you presented to me, man. I owe you big time, man. Just thank you so much. Lesson number 1, never, ever turn down small opportunities. Anytime you see a small artist that's working on some things, or a small group, or it could be a small church, you must remember that every major artist was once small. That's right. Every major artist, every major church, even that mega church started out with only 8 people. And there were 8 people inside of a school having Bible study. So never look down on small opportunities. Never frown on small churches or small venues or small artists. You never know which one of those artists or which one of those churches will absolutely blow up. Y'all know I don't like to close out any video without letting you know that today is a new day, a new life, and a new opportunity to become a better you. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the love and the support, for making this Dirty Chorus video over 1 million views, and we have over 100,000 subscribers now. So I'm just thankful for the support and the positive feedback and the positive comments that you guys are going to leave below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.